Hello, in this video I'm going to share you how to memorize permanent tooth eruption. And before I start this video lecture, I'd like to thank you CT Aisha who has complimented on the primary tooth eruption sequence. For this permanent tooth eruption, it doesn't have a good formula like the primary one, but if you keep studying, memorizing just two or three times, you'd have a good grasp on the sequence of the permanent tooth eruption. And as I have passed the board exam with it, and you can probably think right away which tooth erupts after which, and at what age it erupts. Okay, so we all well know that our first molar are the teeth which erupt as a permanent teeth. Because there is no deciduous tooth or the primary tooth which is covering on top of it, though it is a huge, I'm talking about the first molars, permanent one, they can erupt earlier than any other teeth. So here our first molars erupt at the same time, 6 to 7, okay? And followed by, we know that mandibular teeth are small and swifty, very rapid. So since it is small, it can erupt faster. So our mandibular central incisors erupt right after the first molars erupt. Okay, and since central incisors, mandibular incisors erupt maxillary, and maxillary central incisor and the lateral mandibular incisors love to erupt at the age of 7 through 8. Okay, so since incisors have erupted besides the lateral ones, maxillary, it also erupts at the age of 8 through 9. Okay, and it ends at 9, and we all add number 1 to its beginning number. 7 to 8, 8 to 9, all 1 increases. So we see 9 here, and the tooth which will erupt after this maxillary lateral incisor will begin with 9, which is the mandibular canine. Okay, so 9 to 10. At the age of 9 or 10, mandibular canine erupts. Okay, after this, primary, maxillary, primary, oh no, maxillary premolar erupts at the age of 10. Okay, so we all see that we see the chain of number of the late eruption number. So like 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10. They are like a train, right? Number train. So 9 to 10, and at the age of 10, maxillary first premolar erupts. Not only the maxillary first premolar may erupt, but other two teeth are likely to erupt, which are the maxillary second premolar and also mandibular first premolar. Okay, we all see that 10 10 10, but maxillary first premolar erupts at 10 through 11, while maxillary second premolar and the mandibular first premolar erupts at 10 through 12. Okay, so 11, 12, take the difference. Okay, so we now need to find 11, the teeth which starts to erupt at 11. So these two teeth are maxillary canine and mandibular second premolar. Okay, since the maxillary canine is very huge, it erupts later among the anterior teeth, and since as we well know, second molar also erupts at around 12, but mandibular molar erupts at 11 through 13. Okay, since it is far away from these anterior teeth and the premolars and jumping the molar, we add not only 12 like the premolars, but we add 2 to it, so 11 to 13. Okay, not 11 to 12, but 11 to 13. And after this mandibular second molar erupts, what will erupt next? Of course, the same tooth, which is upper, up above. So the maxillary second molar erupts at 12 through 13. Okay, so 11 to 13, 12 to 13. Now don't be confused, but it is not a big matter, but just to take a note of it, because it is how our dental chart has, right? So it is better to memorize as it is. And we probably have heard that the third molars begin to erupt. If somebody has early third molars, it tends to erupt at 17 years old. So 17, and date and the year of the puberty and the age of puberty, usually they end at the age of 21. So 17 through 21. So just to take it in your mind. Okay, we just briefly have taken a look on the permanent tooth eruption with the arrows. So next we are going to have right away a test and see whether we have sort of an idea on the permanent tooth eruption sequence. So we'll do it together. I cannot find the cursor, so let's try. So which teeth will erupt first? Of course, this one. First molars erupt earlier than any other teeth. So these are the first permanent teeth which erupt, and after them, I draw a line here. I don't know why when I draw lines I memorize it better. And this erupts also at the same age because it is small and very rapid, right? So slim teeth can shear the tissues and it can erupt faster. 6 to 7 at 6 to 7 years old, molars erupt first. After that, mandibular central incisors erupt. Okay, so we will now play the number train. So 7. So this begins at 7, and mandibular lateral incisor also erupts at 7 through 8. Right? We'll just increase one number to it. Okay. How about the lateral? Maxillary lateral incisor. Of course, I want to erupt after you. So 9 through 8 through 9. Okay. So now this number 9, will fall onto the mandibular canine. So it erupts at 9 to 10. And the number 10 also 10 doesn't stay here, but it goes up. Okay, so 10 through 11. Oh, how about the other teeth? Okay, wait a minute, where is my cursor? Okay, here is my cursor. So 10 does not just only go to the first premolar, maxillary first premolar, it goes to the mandibular first premolar, but it gives number 12 at its end. So, and also to the um, maxillary second premolar. Okay, so maxillary second premolar and the mandibular first premolar, they erupt at 10 through 12, while first maxillary first premolar erupts at 10 through 11. Okay, hope it is crystal clear. And then let me just change a color if I can make it more visible. Okay, so let's begin from here. So since we have a 10, or we can make it from here, since we have here 11, give it to the maxillary canine, 11 to 12, and also this 11 falls to mandibular second premolar, so 11 to 12. And now we are jumping a big tooth here. So it is wasteful if you just give 12. So let us just give a big number 13 for the effort to jump this big first molar. So let us give a number 13 here. Wow. All right, so now we, after giving the numbers to the first molar, we now give the number to the maxillary second molar, which begins with number 12 to 13. Okay, since they are two same teeth, we give the number 13 the same, but the beginning number is different. Okay, and we begin to be wisdomful, or full of wisdom, at the age of 17, or in Korea we call this love tooth. So love begins at 17, so 17. These two teeth are the same, so 17. And puberty ends at the age of 12, 21, so 21. All right, so how was it? I hope it has helped you. You see, if you see the answer, all the things are correct. If you are confused, just just clear everything and try to memorize. Try to draw lines and memorize how the sequence is. And the reason why you can see this canine changing its shape, the mandibular canine, is because the distinctive difference between the maxillary canine and the mandibular canine is the mesial slope. Mesial slope of the mandibular canine is stiffer and shorter. So take a note of this. And the reason why the mandibular first premolar has the mesial dot line with white is because it has a lingual groove. So I just drew on it. So that's it. Hopefully this video has helped you, and as I have passed the board exam by God's grace, if it can be a blessing to you, it'll be my joy, And if anything which is good, then we just thank the Lord who has given us the knowledge and wisdom. Hopefully I can make a better video next time, and see you. May God bless you and your family.